You've used ChatGPT. Maybe you use it every day. But do you actually know how it works? Not the marketing hype, the real mechanism behind why it can write essays, code software, and have conversations that feel almost human. I'm going to explain it in a way that finally makes sense, without the technical jargon. By the end of this video, you'll understand what's actually happening when you type a prompt and hit enter. Let's start with what ChatGPT is not. It's not conscious. It's not thinking. It doesn't understand anything the way you and I understand things. So what is it doing? Here's the simplest way to think about it. ChatGPT is playing a prediction game. Every single time you give it a prompt, it's predicting the most likely next word, then the next word, then the next word, billions of times per second, based on patterns it learned from massive amounts of text. Imagine you've read every book, article, and website on the internet. Now someone says to you, "The sky is..." What word comes next? You'd probably say blue, because you've seen that phrase thousands of times. That's essentially what ChatGPT is doing, but at an insanely complex level. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just memorizing phrases. During training, ChatGPT read billions of pages of text and learned patterns. Not just simple patterns like "the sky is blue," but deep patterns about grammar, logic, cause and effect, how arguments are structured, how code functions work, even how different writing styles feel. Think of it like this. A child learning language doesn't memorize every possible sentence. They learn patterns, subject, verb, object, question structures, storytelling flow. ChatGPT did the same thing, but with 175 billion parameters acting like knobs that got fine-tuned during training. Let me break down what actually happens when you type a prompt. Let's say you ask, "Explain photosynthesis simply." Step 1. Your text gets converted into numbers. ChatGPT doesn't read words. It reads mathematical representations of words called tokens. The word photosynthesis becomes a series of numbers the model can process. Step 2. These numbers flow through the neural network. Think of it as billions of tiny math operations happening simultaneously. Each operation is asking, based on everything I learned, what's the probability of the next word? Step 3. It generates the response word by word. It doesn't write the whole answer at once and reveal it. You're literally watching it predict in real time. First word might be photosynthesis, highest probability. Next word is high probability after photosynthesis. Next word, the, fits the pattern, and so on. Step 4, it keeps generating until it predicts that the response is complete, then it stops. Now here's what makes it feel so intelligent. The model isn't just predicting based on the immediate previous word. It's considering the entire context of your conversation, your original prompt, and patterns from its training that are relevant to plant biology, educational explanations, and simple language. But let's address the elephant in the room. If it's just predicting words, why does it sometimes give wrong answers with total confidence? Because it's optimizing for sounding correct, not being correct. If the training data had wrong information repeated many times, ChatGPT learned that pattern. If a wrong answer sounds like the type of response that should come next based on patterns, it'll generate that. This is why it can confidently tell you a fake historical fact or make up a scientific study that doesn't exist. It's not lying. Lying requires intent. It's just predicting what words would typically come next in this type of response. Here's another mind-bending thing. ChatGPT has no memory between conversations unless you're in the same chat thread. Every time you start a new conversation, it's starting fresh. It doesn't remember you. When it seems to remember earlier in a conversation, it's because the entire conversation history is being fed back into it with each new response. So why does this matter? Understanding how it works helps you use it better. First, be specific in your prompts. Since it's pattern matching, the more context you give, the better patterns it can match to. Second, fact-check important information. It's amazing for brainstorming, drafting, and explaining concepts, but verify anything critical because it can confidently predict incorrect information. Third, use it iteratively. Ask follow-up questions. Refine the output. You're essentially helping it narrow down which patterns to match. Let me give you one more analogy that ties this together. Imagine the world's best improv actor who has read everything ever written. You give them a scenario, and they instantly perform the most statistically likely continuation based on everything they've absorbed. They're not thinking about the meaning, they're riffing on patterns. That's ChatGPT. The technology behind this is called a transformer model, specifically a large language model. The large part refers to those 175 billion parameters I mentioned, essentially 175 billion tiny adjustable settings that were tuned during training to get really, really good at this prediction game. And here's what's wild. Nobody, not even the engineers at OpenAI, can tell you exactly why specific parameters have the values they do. The model is so complex that it's partially a black box. They know the training process works, but the internal logic is emergent. It arose from the training process itself. So when you use ChatGPT, you're interacting with a massive statistical prediction engine that's incredibly good at generating human-like text based on patterns, but has zero understanding, zero consciousness, and zero actual reasoning in the way humans reason. It's simultaneously more impressive and less magical than most people think. More impressive because the scale of pattern matching is genuinely remarkable. Less magical because it's not actually thinking. It's computing probabilities at incredible speed. The practical takeaway? ChatGPT is a powerful tool, but it's a tool. Think of it like a calculator for language. A calculator can do math you'd struggle with, but it doesn't understand mathematics. ChatGPT can generate text you'd struggle to write, but it doesn't understand meaning. Use it for what it's great at: drafting, brainstorming, explaining concepts, writing code, summarizing information, and transforming content. Don't use it as a source of truth without verification, and don't expect it to truly reason through novel problems the way a human expert would. As this technology evolves, models are getting better at seeming to reason, but the fundamental mechanism is still the same: incredibly sophisticated pattern matching and prediction. If you found this explanation helpful, subscribe for more breakdowns of AI tools and technology explained simply. Drop a comment if you have questions about how ChatGPT works. I'll answer them. See you in the next one.